Good morning, you guys. So I figured since I can't go out sourcing, I was just gonna vlog some of my day-to-day isolated life, because why not? We're all in this together, and I know that I have been watching vlogs online right now just to see how other people are coping and looking for creative ideas, which I cannot guarantee here. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants, but I can guarantee a positive attitude. So if you're looking for that, tune in. So obviously post shower, we are actually on the first day. Hello, little man. I have a friend here. We're playing dominoes, aren't we? Yes. And yeah, this is the first day right now for my county here in East Tennessee having a safer at home policy, which I think my understanding is it is the same thing as a stay at home restriction or an order or whatever. Essentially what it means is 14 days we need to stay home. The grocery shops and essential services like medical services and stuff are still going. But other than that, everything else has completely closed down at this point. We have been able to I'm sorry, my children are fighting in the background. Welcome to real life. My cupboards are fairly stocked and our fridge freezer is fairly stocked. We did manage to go out and get a few things last weekend just to make sure that we were prepared, because there was some rumors and stuff that this was going to happen, and I think we all kind of expected it to. So we have enough to get by for a few weeks. Nothing major, no hoarding or anything like that, just our family's necessities. Truth be told, it was kind of a hard time doing that because we have just moved house, which I've mentioned in a couple of other videos, and we actually didn't have appliances like a fridge freezer for a while. And we had originally ordered from Home Depot, and unfortunately we were let down by Whirlpool mostly. Our fridge came damaged on the day after we moved in, and then they said they couldn't get another one to us for 2.5 weeks. Which doesn't work, especially when you're in a global pandemic and you are on a safer at home lockdown. So we managed to find a great place locally. Side note, really happy to give our money to a locally run business as well. So that was kind of a silver lining of that situation. We were able to get that in place last week, fill it up, and then just kind of lay low. We've actually been currently in this kind of self-isolation situation now for, you're so loud. We've actually been in this self-isolation situation now for over a week. We've been the only thing we've gone out for is the groceries, and we've tried to do just a curbside pickup whenever we have done that. Other than that, we've just been home. We're not killing each other yet, so yay, that's a positive thing as well. We're actually doing okay. We have a lot of humor in this house, and that's kind of seen us through. But we're still homeschooling, and we're still unpacking and just generally trying to stay well. Okay, so current situation, it is mid-morning right now. I've made pancakes. Side note, I'm baking too much here in quarantine / isolation, so but I've made pancakes and I've done the laundry, showered, kids are all good, they're playing, and so I am going to attempt to work on some of my listings. What I've been doing at the moment is, oh, I hear a child at the top of the stairs, hang on. I'm gonna go get them. And what I've been doing at the moment is essentially drafting as much as possible and then dividing it out so 2 listings go live a day, as well as doing extra shares and things like that on Poshmark, just trying to generate some activity. If you're wondering how I am shaping my business right now in these untelling times of the COVID-19 pandemic, then I will link a video right here basically just talking about what I'm doing to prepare my business for the upcoming days essentially. So I'm doing that and dividing out my inventory so I don't run out of inventory, because I had a little bit of a backlog to work through, which is truly a blessing right now. And so I'm just going to sit at my kitchen table with a cup of coffee, going to let my kids play or watch too much TV, whatever it takes, and I'm going to do some of my drafts right now and a little bit of work. I have managed to draft 4 items, which I guess it's a Tuesday, that would take me through to Thursday. And unfortunately I've hit a roadblock that I'm not used to, where I have run out of bags basically that I use to store and organize my inventory. So like I have Ziploc bags that I reuse when I sell an item. I hold on to that bag and then I assign that number to the next item on my list, if that makes sense. And then it all goes into my inventory system, which is not organized yet. So I'll do a video when I do decide to organize this. Right now it's just in the garage so that I can work. But I've run out basically. So that means I'm gonna need to figure out a new storage box. So I'm up to X, Y, so I need a Z, or Z, whatever. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna steal one of these random boxes that are left over from moving. And I'm gonna kind of put it up here somewhere, and I'm gonna start a whole new thing with baggies that I have. Yeah, I'm gonna start a Z pile, and I guess it's just the way it goes right now. I'm still making sales daily, which is really good. But I'm obviously not selling as much as I usually would because of everything that's going on, and so my turnover for having those free bags is non-existent right now. Not something that I predicted happening, but it's just part of it. So we will soldier on and we will start a brand new storage box. The random vegetable box that I just happen to have, that I guess I acquired somewhere for moving. So I don't know where to put it. I have all of my like jackets and stuff. As you can see, I have shoes like sorted, hard goods, not sorted, just kind of plunked in a place where I can access them. And all of these spaces are taken. So I'm gonna need, I guess we'll just stick it on the end. Like what else can I do at this point? We'll just stick it over here. I'll find a place higher up so it's up off the ground. But for now, that is Z, whatever. So fun fact, I'm working on my dining room table, even though I now have a designated office space. I used to work in my living room at the old house, and this house is much bigger. And so I do have an office. I actually share it with my husband because it's a huge bonus room, more than enough space for 2 people, and all my photography and stuff like that. Except I can't go in there right now because he's working from home because of the pandemic and all that good stuff, and he's in a meeting. So I can't get to the bags that I need in order to keep on listing. So my productivity is stalling already. However, I think I have a workaround at this point in time, just for the sake of trying to get like several drafts up ready to like take me through to the end of the week, and then I can just kind of keep going here and there. I think I'm going to list a jacket. I have one vintage jacket that I photographed, and I have one very random hat that I picked up that I thought was vintage because it is supposed to look like that, but it's actually from Target, so it's kind of got the Stranger Things 80s vibe. I'm still going to list it anyway because, again, consistent listings, and just for the sake of putting stuff in my store really and getting stuff up every single day. Hey, got people sneaking around everywhere. Yeah, so I'm going to go for those instead. Since I don't have to bag those items up, they'll go into like boxes that I already have set aside for those particular items, jackets and hats, and that way I don't have to quit halfway through basically. And then when he's out of his meeting, I will sneak up. What is that piece of hair doing? I don't even know. I will sneak on up and get the baggies so that I can keep on going with the general clothes like pants and tops and stuff like that. Okay, so it is lunchtime. Current status is we are redoing the very same jigsaw puzzle that we did yesterday because we only own one puzzle. I wish we owned more. That's okay. And it's lunchtime, like I said, so I'm gonna pause on work. I'm gonna feed everybody. I think we have like leftover chicken fajitas from last night, so I'm gonna reheat that. That's what we're gonna do for lunch, just keep it simple, waste not, want not at this point. And then after that, I'm gonna crack on with homeschooling for my kindergartner over here. We've been doing good with it, haven't we? We've been keeping up with it, keeping our schedule kind of going. You wanna wave? We've been keeping up with the schedule. We've been doing okay with it. However, I have been relaxing just a little bit. I'm just letting him play because hair, oh my gosh, come on and dry already. Because it's stressful times for everybody and kids need to play and blow off some steam is my belief right now. So we're hitting our mark, we're doing our reading and our writing and stuff, but other than that, we're just kind of hanging out, doing puzzles and board games and other fun stuff, just to keep us occupied really. And they're doing puzzles too, just in a much louder, less contained way. Okay, so let's do lunch. Okay, so officially, most exciting thing that has happened today, and may happen today since we are housebound, this is a
parcel of inventory, of free inventory essentially, sent to me by a viewer, someone who reached out a few weeks ago and said that they weren't listing anymore and they would love to send some items to me. I cannot tell you, like, I won't say their name out loud because I don't know if they actually want me to do that, but she could never have known what an like intense blessing to me and my family this box of inventory could be. She obviously, this is before everything kicked off and, you know, the stay-at-home orders and all that kind of stuff, so I couldn't source, you know, all the thrift stores by us and all of the rummage sales, everything like that. It's gone, it's not open, it's not available, so there is no way to source at this point in time unless it's online. So again, they could never have known what an amazing blessing that this would have been. I'm obviously going to be reaching out to them and thanking them so much, but I will also be doing an unboxing video because, hey, why not? This is as close to a haul video as I can get it this time. As you can see, it didn't quite survive USPS in terms of the box. However, I can confirm that it looks like absolutely nothing has shifted and nothing is wet or anything like that, so I think it's totally fine. It's just a little bit ragged from the journey, but like I said, I'll reach out to them personally and obviously thank them intensely. But I just wanted to share this with you because it touched my heart. Again, this amazing community that we're all part of, and yeah, so thank you. You know who you are. I could not be more grateful.
So thank goodness for the internet and for YouTube and all of the other resources and stuff that are out there, as we are homeschooling in general anyway, but definitely now where we can't do like field trips or play dates or co-ops or anything like that, we are able to utilize a lot of things. So in case you're wondering, in case you have kids at home and you're looking for stuff, some of the best things that I've found, and I will link them down below as well, just for extra resources for everyone. But we've used the Scholastic website that is free right now for anybody basically who is teaching kids at home, and that has like a read aloud book per day, and then it has like quizzes and things like that to go with it, which is really, really fun for kids. My 6-year-old is loving it. We're also tuning into the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy, I think that's how you say it, on Facebook Live every day at 10 a.m. and they're doing like books, like read aloud books for kids, shark themed, and then some like shark lectures and things like that, but again centered at kids. So that's been a really fun thing to look forward to. And then at 3 p.m. I know that Cincinnati Zoo and potentially now Knoxville Zoo, I'm not sure what time they go live, but they're doing like daily live feeds as well, meeting and talking about different animals. And then we're also doing some YouTube like drawing lessons and things like that, because quite frankly it gives me a chance to have a cup of coffee and take a break from the hands-on teaching. And the kids are absolutely loving it, like filling up their sketchbooks with things like that. So like I said, I'll link those things down below in case you're looking for resources to kind of give you a little bit of a schedule, a very vague schedule every day, and just give your kids things to like look forward to. And they still count as schooling, at least at these guys' age, and that is super useful. So we are having quiet time, right? No, we are having quiet time. Having a little bit of screen time, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not ashamed about it either. We're sparing with it, but thank goodness it's there as a backup right now since we can't go out anywhere. And then my 2 oldest are back there somewhere doing like finishing off some homeschool stuff. They're doing a drawing class from YouTube, which I showed a little bit of before, I think potentially. This vlog is very mismatched and pieced together because that's just the nature of the day right now. And then I'm having a little bit of quiet time on a very personal note, I'm gonna like read some scripture and drink some coffee and just cuddle with this bug right here. And then hopefully we'll do something together as a family afterwards. Like maybe we'll bake something, maybe we'll play a board game or read a book all together. Just something as a clan basically to come all back together and hang out a bit more.
Hey Google, show me a recipe for Victoria sponge.
Sure, here are some recipes.
So Victoria's sponge cake is in the oven. I have taken during this like isolation quarantine time. Is that a shadow? Okay, I thought I had stuff all over my face. Never mind, it's a shadow. I've taken in this time to baking English treats specifically. I don't know why, it's just happening. Nobody minds, I definitely don't mind, and it's passing the time and my kids are getting cooking lessons, so why the heck not? So Victoria sponge is what it is today. It was scones the other day, and who knows what I'm gonna come up with tomorrow. Maybe flapjacks, I don't know. That's different than it is over here, by the way. It's not pancakes, FYI. Yeah, so that is in the oven after 20 minutes. I think I will use this time to unload and reload the dishwasher, such as it is. Check on the laundry and basically start getting ready to cook dinner. It never ends, does it? I actually don't have any shipping as of right now, although I did just see an offer come through, so hopefully that's something that I can go ahead and accept. I am keeping my mind very open when it comes to accepting offers right now, because it is slow and who knows what the market is doing with everything that is happening. I've sort of took a few minutes to grab a cup of tea and look at the news and stuff a while ago. I kind of wish I hadn't. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way. I feel kind of glued to the news right now because things are like changing so quickly, but it's not really helpful. Like, I know that I'm in the best place right now. I know it's where I need to be. I need to be here for 14 days at home. So I'm doing all of the right things. So I'm not sure why I am still like consuming news the way that I am. I think maybe it's just like an anxiety thing. I don't know if anybody else kind of relates. Let me know down in the comments if you do. But I think I need to watch that a little bit more just personally, because it's not super helpful. Like, maybe just check in the morning, maybe check in the evening, and just like chill on it for the rest of the day. Maybe a plan for tomorrow, but yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go do some like housey stuff, and I'll let you know how the Victoria sponge turns out, fingers crossed. Okay, so I have dinner in the oven and it has like, I don't know, 15 minutes to go. So I figured I would take the opportunity to film a video in my office, which is not set up. This is the very, very basics, obviously. You can kind of see it's a mess, but eventually it will work. And I actually got that parcel today. I know I showed you guys earlier, so that's the whole video that I'm gonna go ahead and film. So I'm gonna set up, and I guess I'm just gonna film against like a blank wall because I don't have any of like, not props, that's pushing it a little bit, but I don't have any kind of specific space for filming set up yet. So I'm just gonna make do, gonna make do and mend. And the main thing is we're filming the video. Job done, so I can put my filming stuff back away and move things back to where they were, and then I can go ahead and start listing this amazing pile that I am so excited to get up and hopefully make some sales. Again, we're kind of watching and waiting to see what the reseller market is doing, but as of right now, it's ticking over, everything is going okay, and I'm just trying to do as much work as possible. Yeah, and if you have any questions on like any of the, I don't know where I'm pointing, any of like the equipment and things like that that I use to either list with or do my videos, like film all my videos and stuff like that, let me know down in the comments. I try in the description box to list everything in case anyone wants to take a peek and just see what all I use. If you have any specific questions, let me know. Okay, so this is the final product. I'm going to go ahead and say that it didn't turn out to be a thing of beauty, as we can probably all tell, but it's still technically Victoria sponge. So the store, due to all of the buying and things like that was going on, did not have like self-raising flour. It did not have the kind of cream that I needed, so I had to just make do, essentially. I kind of substituted baking soda and like heavy whipping cream as best as I could, but I don't have a electric mixer, so that didn't work out so well. However, it will taste the same. I already nibbled and it tastes good, so I'm gonna call this like a wartime dessert right now on rations. And yeah, I can't wait to tuck in. It's nice to have a treat at the end of the day. Okay, we are back in the garage. So dinner's done, everything's cleaned up, all the good stuff as per usual. gonna keep going with the routine, I suppose. And so now I'm gonna pull my items. I had one bundle of 2 items that sold on Poshmark, I think to a viewer, and if so, thank you so very much. So I'm gonna pull those items and get those off to her. Obviously, what I've been doing at the moment is grabbing them from down here, and then I have like all of my shipping supplies. This is not organized. We have only been here like a week and a half, so it's not organized at all. So I've been bagging my items. I have poly mailers here, and then obviously like all my boxes and stuff like that there. I have bubble wrap floating around here somewhere. And I've literally, like with Sharpies, just been writing on them what the item is and then carrying them upstairs to my office where I have like thank you stickers, priority mail stickers, tape, and then of course like my label printer on my laptop and stuff. And I've been printing labels there and then setting up my USPS pickup, which I was able to do really quickly, even though we weren't necessarily like on the map yet. This is a new build. And so this was also like a new street. And so USPS did not have us in their system. I had to call them directly and have them edited in. But with only just a couple of days of being moved in, I was able to have people pick up off of my doorstep, like the USPS mail carrier pick up off my doorstep every single morning. I've had no problems whatsoever. Again, super, super lucky. She seems to be awesome because she's scanning the items as she's picking them up and things like that. So fingers crossed I don't have to have any awkward conversations because we all know what that's like. But that's been working for me. So I will grab my 2 items and I will take them on up. All right, so I got them, and I actually just wanted to share real quick. It occurred to me as I was pulling the items. So the person who bought these 2 items on Poshmark was super, super nice. Like I said, I think they're a viewer. Hello, if you're watching. And they had mentioned that they wanted these items like just to basically lounge around in because we're all stuck at home, right? And I thought that was kind of interesting. So maybe if you're a clothing reseller and you have things like loungewear or athletic wear or even pajamas, maybe stuff like that, maybe now is the time to be listing those items as well. I know that board games and puzzles and some like educational things are actually doing quite well right now, but maybe like loungewear and stuff is also doing quite well. It's just a thought that I figured I would share. All right, I'm heading back up. I'm actually going to give this one a quick lint roll. It just has like a few little bits of dust or whatever on it. So I'm going to give that one a quick lint roll and return these to my pile because I now have bags that I can fill up with other items because I ran out of them earlier today. So that's useful, even though I'm starting a new storage bin, obviously. Yeah, so onwards we go. I'm starting to find some flaws, I think, in my setup. So my trash can is evidently way too far away. That's okay. And then I think all of my like extra bits and bobs are probably too far away as well. It's not functioning quite how I would like right now, but I have my thank you stickers, of which I definitely need one. And then I also have my priority mail stickers that I like to use with the eBay poly mailers when they're going for Poshmark because it kind of covers up the logo. Yeah, and you know, it's just testing it out basically, right? And figuring out exactly what flows and works the best. All right, we're done with shipping. To be fair, it was only 2 items and 1 package total, so it was easy enough. And then the last thing I'm gonna do tonight before I kind of hunker down and settle in and just kind of like chill, I think we might play a board game. We have Jaws, the new, like, it's like a, is it Ravensburger? Is that, I don't know. It's a Jaws board game essentially. Huge fan of Jaws. I read it every single summer, the book obviously. Like, I love the movie as well. Yeah, so we're going to play the board game because, you know, needs must and all that. So that's going to be me and my husband. So the last thing I'm going to do basically is edit this vlog that I have. I have a moving prepping inventory vlog that was obviously from before we moved house. So I want to go ahead and get that up as well because it's just kind of like fun, easy content that hopefully somebody will enjoy just having on in the background and stuff like that. You know, if you're anything like me, sometimes you like to just hear a familiar voice in the background. That's how I'm dealing with, you know, being in a lot at the moment, watching a lot of my regular YouTuber people and just listening to them kind of witter on, and it's really helping, you know. Anyway, so I'm going to do my editing and then I'm going to call it a night. So I'm going to wrap this vlog up right now, and thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I hope that everybody's doing super well. Stay sane, stay safe and healthy, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, you guys.